working on fitting these steps, and we noticed that these aftermarket steps, when they were stamped, didn't quite line up the way we wanted them to on these fenders. So we ended up coming in and doing some slicing and dicing, welding that up. So now this fits really nice into that. It sits where it needs to across the front. So everything lines up. We get that tightened up and it all fits now. It's all gapped, super nice across the bottom there. EJ's finishing up the other side. We get those on there and steps are fitting real nice. Super stoked about that. It's gonna look, when all that gets caught back up, it's gonna look awesome. It's gonna look great. One of those things that they looked okay from factory, but now they're borderline perfect. We're getting this bed blocked out, final body worked. We're trying to get it primed, caught up. We stopped on it for a minute, pushed some other things through, and got a car out of the body shop. Now this is our focus. These fenders have never been blocked on the body. They were always kind of worked on a stand. So now that we got them all in and locked down, we're making sure that they're as straight as they can be, the shape they need to be on the car. And we're gonna get these fenders primed, what is that called? That is called a step. We're gonna get the steps done, the fenders done, the outside of the bed, the inside of the bed, and this tail panel all caught up. So hopefully we can finish the bodywork today, and then we'll get all of our bare metal spot primed, spot sealed with DP primers so that it can cure over the weekend and into next week. And sometime here next week we'll get it all masked up, cleaned up, and
just got done sanding Jason's cab. Kind of big today. What's going on is we are going to start cutting apart the panels from one another so we can like open the door, open the hood, you know. So we use this tool right here, it's an oscillating tool. What we did right here is we scribed a line with a pencil and a piece of tape. And what I did right here is I filled this with fiberglass and it's been primed and stuff like that. And what this section right here does is it's holding the panels all together from the fender to this to the cab. Because when you're doing your body work and if you don't do this, it likes to flex and move around on you. So this just keeps it like if it was one big panel. So we're scribing these out today, cutting them out, and within the next few hours, we're gonna be able to actually, you know, I need to figure out where I kind of went over the hole right here, so put the door handle on it and be able to actually open the doors today, which is, it's gonna be super awesome because I haven't been able to open these doors in a while.
We've got Jason's 57 here off the lift, on the ground, on some wheels, the gunny wheels under it. It's on deck. This is a spot we usually put things when it's getting real close to paint. It's exciting, huge step of the process, but EJ's working on getting these jams all fine-tuned. Got it all cut apart, cleaned up, backfilled. So got this all good to go. Working on the hood gaps. You got those dialed. She opens, closes. Look at that. This thing's beautiful. We've been doing some spray outs color-wise. This one here is the color we originally sprayed out. It's a Toyota color. It's got a name I don't remember. On the can it says vintage brown, but this has been tinted around a little bit. I want to say it's got more flop adjuster in it than the original. And then this one over here is a color called Whiskey Bronze, which is one that Eric's had and was using for a project. Figured we give it a spray out because I think it's close-ish to what the customer would like. That's where we're at on that. So trying to get a color nailed down and get the truck finished out. So it's pretty close to final prime. We got to finish out the jams on the front, then we're going to start sanding on the back. Coming apart. Got the hood off this morning, pulled the hinges, made sure to mark everything on those. Got the 1/8" holes drilled so we can put pins in the fenders, make sure they go back exactly where they're supposed to. Yeah, we're waiting for you. So we got one bolt up here, one bolt down there, one bolt right here, and then one bolt at the bottom. So full total. And we're going to get these fenders pulled real quick. So, hold on to the front, grab this bolt on the bottom. Okay, I've got the fender. If you will grab, don't worry about that. Should be good. It's just sitting there. Get the fender off. Wished. It's in pieces. We started pulling stuff off. We got fenders off, hood off, and then pulled the doors off so that we could get the cab off. And that's outside. EJ is working on getting this bed into final prime. Just catching any of the little stuff that got missed here and there. Tailgate will get done today. That's behind, so we got to get that in our build primer so that it can be caught up to the bed, get that all final primed, encapsulated, and let that sit, finish the rest of the parts out on the front so we can kind of jump back and forth while we're waiting for things to dry, get stuff sanded out when it's ready to sand. So we got the cab off the frame. That was heavy. I'm glad that's the last thing we did on a Thursday. Got everything off of it. I've still got to mark the door hinges so that we can pull them. I don't want to do a bunch of drilling here in the jam, so I think I'm gonna get kind of creative, come through the backside, take a bunch of pictures, mark them so that we can see where they're at, so we can put them back where they are, so we don't need to readjust doors. It'll be nice. Really, we waited to prime the cowl so that we could get this top centerpiece cut out. It ended up getting glued in so that we could bodywork it nice. And we'll come through, get those edges cut, those caught up, and then bodywork that little inner jamb and edges on those so we can fully prime those. There's no hard lines, no spots to catch up later, because we're not catching anything up later.
And that brings us to the chassis. We got a GSI chassis. It's been hiding out underneath the 57 here for a while. There it is. So this is a custom ordered chassis, obviously, and it's for the longer bed chassis as well. So a lot of people think, oh, it's not a long or a short bed. No, it's not. It's a long bed. It's kind of actually in between. Basically, this setup here, we're going to run the hard lines on it, put the gas tank back in it for a mock-up. We got brake lines, fuel lines, transmission stuff, battery tray, air tanks, air compressors, just some smaller things on there. We want to build brackets for, kind of pre-build this thing, and then it can get blown apart. We'll take it to commercial powder coating and get this thing powder coated. Get an oil filter working.
Hey guys, Preston again, here in the body shop, working on doing some seam sealing. We got all of the spots prepped out, masked up. We go to town. It's a 2-part epoxy, medium-bodied seam sealer. What you saw me do there was make sure that the plungers in here are level so that it mixes correctly. I got a tip here that it's called a static mixing tip, mixes them up. And I'm going to just make sure that we get a little there. Then we're gonna go to town. We got this masked up so that we can get seam sealer just right where we want it, where we need it. So it's got a little bit of a work time, so I'm gonna do a couple spots at once, then make sure it's all flushed out. Smooth it out, pull the tape, and move on to the next spot. So we got this front panel body worked out, and there were seams here where this center panel originally bolted, but is now welded to the outers, or the bed sides, I should say. So this seam here has been seam sealed, we sanded the seam sealer, and it's primed, so end up working that out, and you will not really even be able to tell there was ever a seam there.
We finally got this chassis back level for me to work on it. Just trying to like prepare, think ahead, everything I want to do before this gets powder coated. So I'm gonna start running some brake lines and stuff, kind of figure out where I want to put everything. That way I can drill all the holes and do everything before powder coat. It doesn't really matter, but why not do it now? So kind of figured out where I want the master cylinder to kind of tie in. So my master cylinder down to here, and then these will split off. So I got this little junction right here that's going to run both the front brakes, and then this little guy right here is going to shoot all the way to the back over there, hit that axle. So made a little fancy bracket today for this little splitter. Yeah, time to start plumbing. Still continuing to get this frame ready. I need to stop saying Well, we kind of want a little display back here. 'Cause why not? Get that bed floor that pops up, so kind of show things off. and I am building a little mount to mount these to the frame. It'll all be removable, probably get powder coated, the whole shebang. But we'll probably have the tank somewhere like this. It'd stay within this, the bottom of this bar, because that's where the floor's at. Look at this, kind of just jerry-rigged on there. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's the fun part. Sit in a computer and try and design something, but I might do what I did in the Apache over there. Just do the tanks and then the manifold. This is one of the new manifolds. So that's pretty cool. This is their new version that they just came out with. Airlift. I figured it out. Check it out. Designed it on the old table over there. Kind of figured out what I want to do. So let's get this little cross bracket right here to hold the air management box. This looks so good. You can see everything. We'll probably spit the little stainless air lines down, tuck them out, disperse them. That's in there. This is removable. And so is the tank mounts. I want to kind of keep it clean, up and tight on the tanks. I got the compressors mounted on there too. It should work. There should be enough room. Keep it away from the cab so you don't hear the old obnoxious air compressors. I don't think I have anything else to do. I might start blowing this frame apart, get it ready for powder coat. I got crazy this morning and blew this entire thing apart. Because, you know, it's going to get powder coated, obviously. Yeah, there's a lot of pieces. If you look to the left, there's a whole pile of parts right there. We're going to try and do as much in-house as we can, and then we will send it to the gentleman over at the powder coating place, commercial, and have them do it. So, yeah, hard stuff's done. Send this out, you get it back all nice and pretty, and then put it back together and try not to mess it up.
Working on getting Jason's materials all lined out, boxed up and ready to go to the booth. So I like to lay everything out just to see that we have everything we're gonna need. Got stuff like tape, filters, mixing sticks, gloves, tack rags, everything we're gonna need, you know, in terms of the consumable materials there. Big mixing cups, color, clear, sealer. Got my sealer here, material, reducer, hardener, color, that's his brown, and sealer, or color reducer. And then we got our clear. Our clear is a 2-to-1. So we got clear and the hardener. And then over here, we've actually got his matte clear coat. It's gonna go in his engine bay and dash after the body gets shot. So lining everything out, write a list, check it off, make sure it's all good to go, and make sure we don't need to get anything before paint at the end of the week. Welcome to our madness. So, Jason's truck, paint tomorrow, load today. So Eric's pulling the trailer around, but we got bed frame all masked up, cleaned off. Kyle made sure there was no dust, no anything on this. It's clean and ready to go. We'll wash it down one more time before it goes on the trailer just to be safe. They're finishing up masking here on the cab. I think the bottom and the firewall are kind of the last thing to get buttoned up. Kind of funky masking, you might say. We got a flange. Yeah, we'll call it a flange. It's not really a flange, but the inside of this, we want to get paint on all the way up and around. And if we just back mask off this, then no paint. So EJ got it all masked up nice and tight so that Eric can come in and actually have room for his gun and his hose and looking in there. So get that all sprayed, all nice and shiny all the way around the edge. The inside. Firewall's going matte brown, so we want to mask it off so it doesn't get any shiny on it. Hood's ready to go. Got to wash it down one more time for the trailer. Doors, I think we're going to shove some paper and just try and do some little bit of masking, keep the dust down. They've been blown out, but you can blow parts out for hours and still find dust somehow. So throw some masking in that, get that mitigated. Fenders are good to go. Rear fenders are good to go. I gotta make sure the tailgate's ready to go. I think I'm gonna hang that here. Might hang it on the other one. Haven't quite decided exactly where I'm gonna hang things, but I've got a valance, a cowl, 2 steps, the inner moldings for the doors, the tailgate. I think that's it. So we're cruising right along. We'll get the trailer loaded, get you a little update of that, and off to the booth.